didn't anticipate the applause. Last year at this convocation, I stood before you a nervous wreck, getting ready to share a few ideas about successful teachers, what they look like, how they acted, and what they said. This year I stand before you completely relaxed as I'm getting ready to introduce to you a very successful teacher. You'll get to see what one looks like and how she acts. You'll get to hear her words and feel her passion for her profession. This successful teacher, Zoe Teacher, is in her 8th year of teaching. She has degrees in elementary education, special education, and instructional technology. In her words, and I quote, "I love teaching," a statement that defines her commitment to her students. I'm delighted to introduce to you Goochland County's 2012-2013 Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Zoe Teacher.
Faculty, staff, and school board members, and welcome to the 2012-2013 school year. I've worked to some degree with each of the county schools, either as a teacher, a coach, or a technology trainer, so I feel especially honored to be addressing this crowd because as I look out among you, I see educators who have inspired me, staff members who I highly respect, and people who have touched my life at some point or another because I've worked with their child or family. I would like to especially recognize the other Teachers of the Year from each of their respective schools. These are teachers who are shining examples of the hard work, dedication, and commitment that Goochland County educators bring to our classrooms. So if you would, when I call your name, stand, remain standing. First, Barry Smith from Goochland High School. From Goochland Middle School. Lisa Brown from Goochland Elementary School. Miss Ferguson from Randolph Elementary School. And one more big round of applause for all of us. Such a priority. Goochland County Public Schools has an educational past of which to be proud. The history and continued success of Goochland schools is evidenced in one way by the products of the system that came back here as wonderful, effective teachers. These teachers are a positive testament to the Goochland education system and also this wonderful community. For example, this young lad attended Goochland County Schools, received an excellent education, and then returned to share his talents of teaching. My own husband has many fond memories of his math class. He also met his wife while attending Goochland Schools. They were high school sweethearts. They had their first date at a football banquet, and then actually spent their 25th anniversary at a football banquet as well. Can you guess who it is? Can you guess who this is? Do you recognize this gentleman? This is my fabulous principal, Mr. Hopkins. raised in the county and now teach in the county. This is their prom picture, which they actually attended as good friends. Can you guess who this is? It's the Mylar. This next teacher is a teacher whose mother was awarded at a local correctional facility, and she has told me that she likes to run her classroom in a similar regimented manner. And needless to say, she has a really well-run classroom. I have learned so many things from her over the years, and I really think she's fabulous in every way. Anybody guess who this is? Sandy. Sandy will This is cute. That's Sandy. Right? That's Mr. Hawkins. They now work together in the same school. This stellar teacher first started teaching in Goochland, and she actually worked on a team, a third grade team, with her very own third grade teacher. This is Sarah Jones. Program after school that quickly spread to the other elementary schools in the county. This is Megan Johnson. The next teacher I'm going to show you, if you know her, you'll know right away who she is from her student picture because she hasn't changed one bit since high school. This is Christina Thomas. Collaborate with her this year. Got some really big things planned. Good. This Goochland product, she's in the yellow circle, and that's Miss Trista, found her way back to Goochland to teach 5th grade. She was actually my student teacher. She was amazing. I invite you back, Jennifer, to teach in my classroom anytime you want to. Here she is as a coach. This set has made quite an impact in both the teaching and coaching realms of Goochland County. From the last, I'm guessing you know who this duo is. It's Patrick and Preston Morgan. Pictured with Preston is his wife Bethany, who's also a Goochland County teacher. Okay, clearly, Goochland has a proud history of educational successes, which has extended into our present and will have an even brighter future for our classrooms. The children in the pictures, nor their teachers, couldn't have predicted their futures as valuable Goochland County teachers. But our colleagues had Goochland teachers along the way that worked hard to foster their potential, their love of learning, and also their desire to share their knowledge. I would like to share a short story with you which relates to our need as educators to consider a student's present needs to reach his or her potential. And we need to expect the best for a child's future, which should be a future with limitless possibilities. You won't be able to guess who this is because she didn't go to Goochland County. This young child evaluations concluded that she had a learning disability, and teachers, plural, told her parents that she would never learn to read. Other teachers actually told her parents that tutoring wouldn't help, and that even if she only made C's and D's through school, she could still possibly go to community college. She had a difficult grade school experience. Fortunately for this student, she had supportive, determined parents and a few exceptional teachers along the way. One example Casey clearly recalls is a teacher who didn't count off her spelling so that she could learn to communicate her thoughts in writing in a safe environment. That's not an accommodation that all teachers would allow her to use. but it's one that made a major difference in her life. There is a happy ending to this story. This is Casey graduating from Tech with a degree in engineering. This is Casey graduating from MIT with a master's degree in engineering. She has conducted research and consulted all over the world. She has been sought after by many corporations, and she decided to work for the government to help develop a future for our country with sustainable energy. Clearly, she learned how to read despite what some teachers thought, and she went on to do so much more. I know this story well because Casey is my sister. Early teachers bound her to a limited future in their minds and did not realize or work towards the possibility of her full potential. Her experience is the reason I commit myself to finding strategies that will push students to be the best they can be, and the reason that I know it's important to treat each student as an individual with a bright future. If there's one message I would like you to take away from this story, it's something that my incredibly bright sister says, who happens to have a learning disability. She tells me, make sure the teachers out there, make sure teachers look out for the future bees. I hope this year we will continue to look for the potential in every child that enters our buildings and then strive to nurture it. Before I finish, I wanted to leave you to have a wonderful year, so I thought of a tradition that we have at Bird, which is we host a pep rally for the students. But in this pep rally, it's the teachers that have to dress up and sing and dance and act a little silly. So I wanted to share a little bit of the Bird way with you today. Please remember, as you watch this, that just as in teaching, when you watch this presentation, you need to have a sense of humor. Virtual math lessons are the lore. Technology to our codes are so savvy. Teachers at Vista, not too shabby. Love it, learn it, robotics are great. Teachers mean business, students will engage. If there is a problem, we'll solve it. Let's continue on to GES. Team Day was not learning more than expected. This is a school where learning is respected. Jealous, because we have trick or treat. The K teaches cooking, what a treat. Ready to hang silhouettes on the wall. After school enrichment made for all. Louisa, we made a quote for you. The earthquake was rough. This we knew. Learning groups, we have lots of these too. Robotics for leadership, there's a group for you. Pencil to paper, students' brains are packed. DITs are far from flat. Active learning on the scene, you know what I mean. Won the excellence award, as you see. If there was a problem, our teams will solve it. Check out our work while the advanced team admires it. At BES, learning is best. Many different clubs make it grin. Students make it all. For the bird freak short read for a treat night, looking like a ninja. Girls group mentoring, chess, and more. Hosted our daily outdoor learning labs. Quite a display. A VA naturally school. One this worked environmentally cool. If there was a problem, happens a crew will solve it. Check out our work as the community admires it.